Kapla! So, I warned you. Oh, how cool. And yeah, we're going to talk about this. I'm very excited. This is great. You might be surprised to hear I'm very excited, but I am very excited. This is the Playmobil Bird of Prey. They were sold as a bundle actually on the Playmobil website. That bundle no longer exists, of course, because they were bought out. But Amazon had some of these for sale, and from the looks of it, it has never been opened. So, update, there has been no sticker or little plug pieces sent, or they've probably been sent, they've just not been received at my mailbox yet. So, I'm still waiting on that, so that's coming. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out in another week. It'd be nice if it got here early. Then I can do another video. But that's okay. But looky here. Look. This is so cool. Maltz. The John Larroquette character we never got. That was promised by Diamond Select. But they never delivered. They had prototypes and they had pictures. But it never came. And there's Courage. Christopher Lloyd's character. Kirk and his... I like this outfit. I mean, Monster Maroon is always going to be my thing, but the Kirk outfit here, I liked what he wore in 3 and 4, as weird as that might sound. Here's young Spock, and then 2 Klingons. So, wow, how cool. All of the movement, all of the sounds, all of the lights. We're going to flip here to the bottom real quick so you can kind of get a bit of a look there. I don't know. Hopefully that picks it up fairly well. Maybe we'll do it with the other camera. This one does not have as big of a, kind of see down here at the bottom. So fun, so cool, very excited. I'll try to make them bigger and kind of spread it out a little bit. Here's the back end. It's less of a bridge, and we'll get to that. And more of a cockpit for Courage to sit in, basically. But it's got a little play set at the bottom, which is neat. And we're going to put all this together. So this has never been opened. This, again, has Playmobil stickers all over it. However, this has never been opened. So I'm very excited to see where we go here. So let's get started. Before we do get started, though, I did want to bring back the box for the Enterprise. Size difference. This is big. It's pretty big. That's okay. It's okay that you're big. No problems. But yeah, this is huge in and of itself. So let's get the box open. So apologies for the stick here. I know it's in the shot. I would love to have something longer for this GoPro over top of my head, but there's not a whole heck of a lot I can do about that at this time. Maybe sometime in the future. Here's something that's really cool. The handle hasn't even been punched out yet. You know it's not been touched then. So it feels like it's an all the way around liftoff. So we're going to flip it over on its back. We're going to take our screwdrivers. These sides are open, so we're going to just carefully take the flat end of our screwdriver. I'll periodically reach down and grab those. This takes 3 AA batteries, which I have over there, the ones that were in the Enterprise. I'm going to be very excited to get that all together and then use the USB-C port on the back to charge it. Here we go. Maybe. Whoop. Yeah, look at that. And here we've got Courage and Maltz and Kirk and Spock. And the box hasn't been messed with. Look at that. How cool is that? Kind of weird. You would think Torg would be on here, played by Steven Liska. Instead, they do the John Larroquette character, Maltz. Or I guess we'll do it this way. You got Maltz and you got Courage, but you got no Torg. Torg must be the other, which is kind of sad, really. I mean, the Maltz character is the only one that lives. Spoilers if you've not seen Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. But, I mean, he's like the first officer. Torg is. And the John Larroquette character is like science guy. I mean, he's the only one who's like, hey, look, they're able to create planets, whereas everybody else, Christopher Lloyd and everybody else is like, no, they'll use this to destroy planets. And it's like, it's weird. But Maltz right there, got a little tricorder. We'll look at that. We'll look at that here in a second. Let's get this out. Oh, look, this looks familiar. Oh, and hey, look, it's all in one piece. We got any stickers? We've got how to put it together, which is perfect. Ooh, look at that. Bricks and whatnot. Are there stickers? It'd be nice if there were. Oh yeah, this is how you feed the wire up through to make it a mobile so that it hangs from the ceiling. But here is, oh gosh, there's a whole, oh, that's the back area where you stick the lights. That's pretty cool. I don't see any, ooh, what's that? Ah, here are the plugs. So there's some hard plugs that go in here to make everything stay put better, which is what we're missing on the TOS Enterprise. And then you can use USB Type-C back here on this one as well. That's great. That makes sense. There is an engine that's probably housing the batteries. There might be some stickers. They're probably buried in here in a box somewhere. But yeah, so you can hang it or you can build the little piece and this is exciting. This is so big. I love big, chunky stuff. When I discovered Diamond Select and Art Asylum doing the larger ships in such beautiful detail, it was wonderful. And then the Playmates ones, which unfortunately I think Playmates is no longer doing. Why? We, the consumer, will never know, but they're not doing it anymore. So I guess you can choose. There's like a couple of static images. One is the poor Oberth class. What was the name of that Oberth class? That's Grissom? USS Grissom. I always thought that was the captain's name. That's not the captain's name. It's USS Grissom. Because they say Grissom. This is Enterprise calling. And you think it's the captain, but it's the USS Grissom. At least in my brain, when I was watching it as a child, I thought the captain's name was Grissom. It's not. And don't ask me because I don't remember the captain's name. Okay, so this is the put together guide, and it looks like there are places to apply stickers, and there's one sticker sheet. Excellent. That's fun. Okay, Bird of Prey, except it's got the Enterprise on it. That's kind of weird. What do we have in here? Ooh, oh. Damaged during packaging, I assume. Here is part of a wing. Here's part of another wing. Perfect. Here's the bottom of the wing, which has got a fun feature that we're going to find out here pretty soon. Here's the other bottom weapons pod. Here are the little green pieces that will match probably the orange and yellow pieces that we're going to get. And then here's actually some yellow pieces and some other little pylon pieces. So these are what we're missing on the Enterprise, the TOS Enterprise, that interface and make everything not wobbly or wobble less. It's a big ship. Looks like more gun port wing pieces. And here are our, poor Torg. Here's our, those are our blasters, or our disruptors cannons. I feel so bad for poor Torg. I shouldn't, but I do, because poor Torg got the shaft here, man. He was a big part. I mean, he was the face. I mean, you're like, oh yeah, John Larroquette's in it, but you never like, oh, that Torg guy, I don't remember him. He's like front and center as much as Christopher Lloyd and Courage is. So here is a smiling Klingon. Disturbing. Here's, I guess they're all smiling. I guess the mustache and the pictures made it look like they were frowning, but they're all smiling, which makes sense. It's Playmobil, So it's definitely for little kids, and this hair feels nice. It's got the plastic has a wonderful little tactile feeling to it, which is really cool. And then here are all the weapons. We'll get into this once I get the box off of the small table here. All right, and here's your, oh my gosh, look at the size. This is a scope right here. This is huge, and beautiful, and it's got weathering on it. It's got some weathering. I think something covers that up, so it's funny they put weathering up here. But there's some brown pieces like space rust, I would assume. Is space rust a thing? I guess it depends on who you ask. And we've got more boxes in here. What's in here? Ah, here's your telephone lines. There's our torpedo launcher. Looks like there are little switches back here. Almost look like switches. Don't they look like switches? I'm not going to touch them, but they're there. And then here's your connector, and that's your torpedo tube. So we got torpedoes. And then here's your engine block. Little known fact, the engine block on a Klingon Bird of Prey is this big. This is what it looks like. And there's our USB-C connector underneath, so it kind of fishes underneath. And I do have some angled connectors. Of course, they angle and go this way, so it might not work. So we'll just do a direct connect whenever we get to that point. And then you got 4 buttons back here to push. The Enterprise only has 3. Ooh. That's the end of that box. And the end of that. And then we've got this triangle. It's got pieces in it. Let's see what's in here. This is very fun. I love this. This unboxing stuff. Okay. Here are, this is the seat. That's the chair Courage sits in, or malts, I guess. Oh, look at that. There's, I think that might be the top. We'll get to it. That might be. I don't know. It's got some wonderful weathering right here. You can kind of see where it's kind of rusted. So that's kind of cool. It's not tactile. It's just paint. Here's a couple of clear pieces. We'll see where those go. Here is the top. Here's the cap to your Bird of Prey. I think, personally, and then here's another piece that looks like it goes along the bottom, I think. Or no, it goes along here, it looks like. We'll get to that. I have some favorite designs, and I don't know if they're controversial or not. To be honest, I've never really cared about controversial or not. The Enterprise refit, it's probably because that's what I grew up on, is my favorite ship. Second favorite ship is the D7. I love its simplicity. I also think the long neck on the D7 is just the most impractical thing ever. It was designed to look cool. It wasn't designed for any kind of functionality. Because imagine having to walk from the bridge area all the way back to engineering through that long tube, because it was a long ship. And then the Bird of Prey. The Klingon Bird of Prey is definitely on my top 3 list of favorite ships, just because it was another ship that was built just because it looked cool, you know? But, you know, you get your shorter neck on it, and the bigger aft section with the engineering and whatnot. I mean, you only really ever see the bridge and living areas. I don't think you really ever get a good look at the engineering section of a Klingon Bird of Prey. Okay, so here's our base. Here's our pylons that hold our ship up onto this base. Look at this. This is so cool. Here is a wire, and here is wire number 2 if we wanted to hang it. And these ends would go into this in some way, shape, or form, and it would hang from the ceiling. So we're not going to do that. At least not yet. I would have to call Playmobil and get the hanging bracket or hanging strings for the Enterprise, TOS Enterprise, if I wanted to do that. Okay, so we've got some rocks and brambles in here, and we'll go over that. Here's this. Look how cool. The Genesis. Yes, the Genesis planet is blowing up underneath them. So this is basically the playset in a Klingon insignia, which is really cool. I'm going to put this over here for a second. Here's our stickers got a sticker sheet in here. Here's our little fire-looking brambles that go on the base over here, which is really cool. And then here's the sticker sheet. This is amazing. I love all of this. I love all of this. Here's your sticker sheet. It's all gray. It's some panels, it looks like, over here. This has got a weird, nice textural feeling to it. And then, oh, yes! And then you can put HMS Bounty on the bottom part right here, because they spray paint that on the ship itself. And then here are some things that you can put on the view screen that goes in the front of the ship. So we're going to take a look at this, and we're going to put it together. Cool. Well, that was a mistake. I put everything on top of the instructions. All right, let's see where we go. Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, into Star Trek 4, because of the HMS Bounty they paint on the side, and I think that's shown, maybe that's shown in 3. I'll have to rewatch 3. I say that a lot. With Playmobil's new Star Trek ship, Commander Courage, Klingon Bird of Prey, Star Trek fans can travel to different worlds in the Federation, the Klingon Empire, or even the planet transformed by the Genesis experiment. Poor Torg, man. He is delegated to Klingon. Even Courage has a smile on his face. It's kind of... these are supposed to be color-coded. I guess they are. Okay, so they are color-coded. You can kind of see. Spoilers, but, you know. Propulsion sounds... Klingon exclamations can be heard in random order, including cursing, I assume. Forward firing sequence, red rings light up, followed by a blue light in the middle that first turns green and finally white. That'll be interesting to see how that actually looks. And then the green button, power on switching on the ship. After pressing the button, the sound switches on and the base ship enters an ambient mode. Ambient mode, various spaceship sounds can be heard, and a dim red light appears in the cockpit. On the front red ring around the fire opening. So this is the fire opening. This is basically your torpedo tube. So we only have one run as opposed to the 3 that were in the TOS Enterprise, because you went from the base that was in the front on the bridge to the engine room, and then that went up to the two nacelles. So like I said, hopefully those stickers and pieces are coming soon. Here are some stickers here. So this is going to be fun. I'm very excited. So we've got monitors. Monitor 1, light and sound effects. Monitor lights up white. Kirk introduces himself and accuses Courage. Courage then insults Kirk. I mean, these aren't color-coded. Huh. Well, we'll have to figure out something. Maybe we'll put Kirk up there. Maybe we'll put the Oberth class USS Grissom up there. We'll see. Let's see. Space for 2 figurines in there. What? Seat on the bridge can be moved forwards and backwards. Oh, so Courage has got to move his seat up to get someone in the back. It's like a Miata. And then we've got 3 monitor discs can be stowed in the compartment of the rock cover and the base plate. Okay, so you can either... We're going to be putting it down. So, okay, so they say to do the base first. So we're going to do the base first. Actually, it says to put these figures together first. Let me get these. Here are our Klingons. This looks like Torg, because I think his ridge looked like that. His ridge wasn't like that, I don't think. His ridge was kind of up like that. And his eyebrows are a little different. That looks more like Torg. We'll say that anyway, won't we? Just because it's fun and funny. Here are their accessories. So they got little, what are those? Oh, so these go on their arms. So these are little arm cuffs to make them look tough. Click, good. All right, so yeah, so now he's got cuffs, and it covers part of his hand, which is part of the Klingon gloves that they have. It covers part of the hand on the top. So look at that. So now he's got hand tops. Look at that. How great. That's just great. Okay, and then we can give him a Dachtag, Klingon dagger. That's cool. And then let's do poor... Am I missing one? There's only a one shot here. Maybe there's more in another package here. Of course, I've said that several times on several different occasions, and it's not been the truth. Or maybe, oh, maybe they've already got theirs on in the box, because these are just kind of floating around. So it's weird that there's an extra one then. Look at that. That's so neat. I love it. There you go, Torg. There's your Dochtog. You made it, buddy. Okay, so let's get let's get the base here. Base. Let's see. Let's get this situated correctly. This goes this way, at least the way I'm looking at it here. We've got brambles. We've got fire. All right, let's see. Here are our brambles and bases. Oh, I see. Hang on. Wait. Maybe I see. This goes to the ship. We'll put this over here. So this goes here. We got our brambles here. I don't think, as long as they go in the round hole, I don't think it matters where exactly they go. Am I? Okay. Maybe it does matter exactly where they go. Are there specific brambles for specific places? It doesn't really look like it. Bramble here. Bramble here. This is fun. I like this. This is all in good enjoyment right here is what this is. I guess I didn't say how much this cost. It's $299 on the Amazon website. I have never seen this on sale. So I don't know exactly, what's. It is a little expensive. I had points on my Visa card, so I took the points and I got $75 back in Amazon. So that's what I used. I used the $75 I had on Amazon to get this down to about, I think with shipping, well, not shipping, but with tax. With tax, it was about $240 some odd dollars. So these are expensive, but I would say at this point in time, even though Playmates is basically fizzling out their Star Trek stuff, it is unfortunate. I know they're not doing any more figures. They got like 3 TOS figures out and then decided, we're done. Or somebody decided for them. I would assume somebody decided for them. They really kind of were dragging their feet on a lot of stuff. And there was no announcement for at least one of those ships. I think they just put it out there. Maybe they knew that it was coming. Oh, that fat one goes in this one. That's nice. Maybe they knew it was coming and were like, we're just going to get this out there so we can get as much money as we can off of it. And that's the end of it. I don't know. The marketing department at Paramount CBS needs an enema. As far as I'm concerned, they don't make any sense. Here's one hole right here. You saw it before I did, probably. They don't make any sense. It's just mind-blowing. Okay, so we've got these, and the clear pieces. Down, nope. This bag is done. This bag is done. This bag is done. Please pull through. Yeah, so I would have said if Playmates were still doing ships, I mean, I had hopes of, I really had hopes. So the big one, this is a big fluty one right here. This goes in this hole. Clip. And then the roundy one right here goes in this hole. Ooh, great. The way it is right now, isn't that neat? It's a very dynamic, cool thing. Unfortunately, I would have said this was as close to the middle ground as we're going to get when it comes to kind of ships and collecting and money. We're now going to start seeing $15,000 and $20,000 built ships. And there's nothing on the horizon saying that we're going to get anything premium-esque, premium-like we had from the Diamond Select Art Asylum ships, where they were like between $60 and $80. And then of course the Playmate ships, they're around $35, $40, $45. So they were the lower end. So we're just going to see, more expensive things come out, and no one's going to announce anything. It seems like it, at least they haven't for the foreseeable future. They've not announced anything, so we're in limbo right now. Star Wars people, if there was a small motorcycle in 2 frames of the Return of the Jedi, you've got it, and you've got 3 different colors of it. You know, Paramount. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's certainly not a bad thing. I'm just saying, you know, that's just what you get with what, even before Disney picked them up, that's what you got. Now, you know, with Star Trek, we are in a limbo. So there's your base. That's very fun and very cool and very chunky, and I love every second of it. And we're going to put that to the side because now we're going to start working on our main. And the first instruction, let's see. We have stickers. We have sticker instructions. We have stickers we can put on. So there's a 6 and there's a 7. So 7 goes over here on this side. I guess I should have tweezers, shouldn't I? My fingers don't work very well, but we're going to do our best. Okay, here we go. Sticker number 2 applied. Okay, oh, and then we can put the HMS Bounty on the bottom. So let's flip her over. It is on this side, it appears. And it'll go right there. All right, HMS Bounty. I have that right here. Oh, I guess that's a bummer. It's actually going to go across the crease, which means it may not stick as well as I would like it for it to be, nor look quite as good, but that's all right. That's pretty good. It's just it goes over a crease that's right here, and that's kind of a bummer. You don't really, when you're doing stickers, you really don't want that. But the crease isn't deep, so I can kind of push it down in there, and everything's sticking, and that looks great. Perfect. All right. Let's turn it this way. And now we're going to install our light. Oh, it goes over top of this. Huh? Oh, it goes over top and around. Okay, so this goes here. No, it goes this way. That's better. So it slides in here with a nice satisfying click. And then it goes down in here and then around this. That might be good enough. Something's going to go in there, so we'll be able to, it'll be covered up anyhow. So, okay, so that's in there, more or less. Then this will go up the neck. Oh, come on, into there, through here. It popped out, which is, all right, and then this goes, all right, so this feeds through here. I guess we'll worry about that in a minute then. This feeds up and through here, and oh, it's a very large cavity. Very large cavity. So you can actually reach in there and grab it with your hands. Perhaps the 3-year-old putting this together can reach in there and grab it with their hands. Ah, goodness. I guess I didn't mention that. What is this? The ages. Ages 10 plus. More or less, I guess. Ages 10 plus for this. I think it's, 3 plus, technically. Come on, feed through. Feed through. There's a lot of extreme corners and curves and stuff, and it just doesn't seem very forgiving. So we'll figure it out here. Okay, that's there, and then that's got enough to wrap around there. So whatever we put, so we got it sticking out the end. That's where we want it to be. Okay, so we're out the end, and there's a lock and unlock right here. It must be for the engine compartment, and then there's our USB port. Wonderful. All right, on to page 16. Okay, so here's this. All right, so this goes here, and it clips in. So we gotta try to get this in here, at least for a split second. Okay, this side seems to be working just a little bit better. I just hope I'm not hurting the cord too much. All right, so that went in there, and that went in there. Okay, okay, those might stay long enough for me to get this thing on. Okay, all right, so that went in. I just hope that it doesn't bust anything. That one in, that one in. Let's get this straight. Always the biggest bummer. Uh-oh, now why? I just need you to get in there, huh? Aha! All right, so now we're flush. Now we're flush here, whereas before we were not because it was sticking out. So now I think we're okay. Fingers crossed. Okay, so that's there and on. Perfect, wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to do the battery compartment. And this is where you would screw in your 3 AA batteries. It's kind of weird, isn't it? So that goes this way and in here, right? Or no? Hang on. Hang on. Oh no, I need it upside down again. Okay, so it's unlocked. And it goes in like this. Okay, so let's plug in our plug. I'm not going to put batteries in it yet. Because it's nice that you're just able to, you put it in here and then you lock it. And then it won't come out. So now we're stuck. We're in there. And there's our back. And you've got little buttons right here you can push to make different things happen. How fun is that? Okay, so we're going to flip this back over. Now we're going to find the chair. We're going to put the chair together. I'm pretty sure this is the chair. How cool. Chair and piping. Nice. Do they have railings? All right, so brown, down. Yellow, leave it mellow. I mean, it doesn't matter except the hole in the middle here has grooves that go a certain way. And I don't have the certain way here. But otherwise, I mean, it's pretty identical all the way around. So I'm just going to assume that it goes this way. And then we clip it in here. Ah. Oh, look. And then it does swivel up and down. Okay. Okay. Good, good, good. And then these fun little things. Is this a joystick? Does he have a joystick? I don't know. This popped out. I don't know where this goes yet. This is fun. So these go right here. What an interesting thing. The piping, the half piping, go right here. Huh. How interesting. There's these green little posts. First post looks like they go here. Right? That must be for something. I don't know what it's for. And they're at a slope. They're a little sloped right there like that. So something must go onto those. And this looks like it is sloped in this direction. Okay, I'm not sure why, but there we are. And then this will go up here and on. Click. Ah, wonderful sound. All right, there's that one. This is great. Okay, now we're on to the wings. Try not to lose pieces because I got this little bitty thing right here. Okay, so is this done? This is done. We're done with this. Okay. So here's all the yellow pieces and the green pieces. So we'll get to that. All right, and then these are clear pieces. Oh, these are the pieces that go on that probably. I guess we'll find out. Okay. Wings. So we've got little yellow pieces. Okay. All right. So this is what this tool is for. Here are the yellow pieces. This neat little tool is to get these in the right places. This. So let's see. It looks like there's a thicker part at the bottom. Maybe that's how that works. Okay, so there's a couple. And we'll just do it this way, I guess. So it helps you pop them in there so you don't have to wiggle around too much with your fingers, which makes sense. And boom. So that's how it should have went with the Enterprise. We didn't have that. So, okay, so now I need my two nose pieces for our disruptors. My stomach is rumbling like crazy. This looks a little bent. That's too bad. The plastic is very, that's not the right side. It's this side. Okay, so it's this side, and it looks like they go downwards. So like that. Nope, I'm wrong. They go like this. This will go in here like this. Nice, and they just kind of sit in there, and they're floppy, so they're supposed to be like that. And then there are little missiles. That's the fun thing that I forgot. Oh yeah, here they are. These little missiles, spring-loaded missiles. Yay! Perfect. All right, I have 4 here. Actually, I have 3. I saw where that one went, so we're fine. So it just slots right in there. That's a really good distance on that, too. Wow. I wish this were just a little less bent, but it'll get there. It'll get there. Okay, so here's this. And then this slots in here with a click, I would assume. With a click, I assume. There we go. Look at that. Oh, how cool. And then this goes up under here with a click. Now, if I didn't have these yellow pieces, oh, that would have been a problem. Because this doesn't. There's nothing here to hold these in place other than these pieces. I wonder how. So this is right and right. Is that correct? I mean, that's the right side. I don't see an R here, though. But I mean, I assume it's correct because that's just how it looks. Okay, so I got to figure out how to pop these in. Is there a direct way? No, it's just showing me how to do it on the other side. Okay. Yeah, it's just pop them in. Okay, so we're gonna. It's really hard to get any kind of grip because it's just so big. He said. Ooh, careful. These. Oh, okay, so they're supposed to do that. Okay. Like it clicked. I don't want it to click really, but I do. I do want it to click. So these and square pegs into square holes, go. Whew. This is difficult. I mean, for somebody else, it's probably not, but for me, it is difficult. Seems like one of them went in there. Any more than one, though. There's just no way to get a good grip on it and push. Okay, so the video I watched, it showed using these green ones, and then that's the addendum right here. There's an addendum. Instead of using these yellow ones like it says here, here's the green ones in the addendum, and they show that the square does go down, and then the round part is up. Let's try a different strategy. This shouldn't take this long, nor should it be as terrible as it appears to be. I don't understand at all the thinking on this. I mean, I don't know who would have put this together at Playmobil and said, "Oh yeah, that's easy." Probably somebody that's done it 30 times. Oh yeah, no, we got it in there just fine. No problem. Wouldn't worry about a thing. Let's just, maybe we can just do it this way and see what happens. No, because I gotta have it the other way around here. it the right way. Paying attention to myself here. Out, 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 out. What a journey. Okay. Oh, yellow one, you are just... Ah, it came out! No more jingly jangly. Whoo! Thank goodness. All right, maybe let's see if this works. Maybe I can get it in easier this way. I know you can't see what I'm doing, and I apologize, but I need to see what I'm doing more than... At this point in our juncture, I need to see more than you do to get this thing together. That might be working. Okay. I mean, the gaps are gone. Everything appears to be in order here. Oh, I actually heard a click there. Okay. 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 All right. That appears to have done it. Holy words. Okay, well, we'll see if it stays together, but I'll tell you right now, as of this moment, it's flush. The other ones with the other things here were not flush. So we're going to take this off. Take these yellow ones out of here. I just have to remember how I put them in. Okay, so I put them in upside down is what I did. So we will, right? Oh shoot, now I don't remember. What did I do? Did I put them in like this? I think I did. I think I had them up here like this and then I fit them on. We're gonna find out. I'm pretty sure I did a 180 here and put them in this way first. Yeah, that would make sense. Getting them up in here is the problem. Hopefully I've got enough. I think I've got enough. Yep. We got a couple. They gave us a couple here. Apparently in case you ate one or in the process stuck it up your nose because it's so tedious and frustrating. I can see that happening. All right. So I'm going to put this on here for the moment. I'm going to try to use its balance to get this up in here, and then hopefully we won't have to worry about the wings again. I will put on the other side. Maybe there. Ooh, I heard a pop. I heard a pop. I heard a pop. Okay. That's flush. And that's flush. Okay. Let's get the weight on the other side here. All right, so you pop in there like that. Okay. All right. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a journey. Okay. All right. We appear to be in a place where everything's stable. I think I accidentally, no, those are supposed to be like that. So they don't move independently, at least they're not supposed to. They're supposed to move with each other, which, you know, is just the way the bird of prey is. And I'm just triple checking. Okay, we seem to be fine. We're not going to be moving this around too much, so I think we're going to be okay. Holy cow, but this is what we're looking at right now. Look at that. That's where we are after an hour. Okay, so here comes a fun part. After all of that, we finally get to a fun part. These are screens. These clear nodules are screens. And the little things that I showed you before, there's 4 of them here. The little things that I showed you before, and hopefully you'll be able to see this when I swerve it around. Probably not. Maybe the overhead camera will. Or I could just do this, I guess. Down here, you kind of see there are 3 switches. And I kind of said to myself, boy, you know what? Those look like I'll get my bottom piece on here. Must be back this one. Isn't it? Or is it two back? Maybe it's further back. Huh. Oh yeah, it went on with that piece. So let me get this real quick. Hopefully these wings don't decide to fly away. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. So this goes on here, covers up our wire, and gives us a better looking bottom. And who doesn't want a better looking bottom? Okay. So, and then this slides right on here, as such, and then like that. Perfect. Okay. Now, like I said, these are screens. And these two little pieces, when you slide them in, hit one of these switches in a certain sequence. So you can see that's got 2, that's got 1, that's got 2 over there, and then this has 3. So you get responses. So basically, 1 is Grissom, the USS Grissom. So we'll put that here. We'll stick that on there, and they're transparent. Can you see? You'll see. They're transparent. So they go here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be careful with the sticker. Ooh, that went on very well. So USS Grissom, and when we put the USS Grissom in here, it'll only flip one little switch, and that's who they'll respond to. So it's based on what's pressed down on these switches, and that is just fun and fascinating. Got a pretty little shine to it. That's exciting. Okay, so that's a 2, or a 3. I'm sorry, that's 3, which is these 2 together. Number 2, which is too far apart, is Kirk. Too far apart. Too far apart is Kirk. Okay. Oh, it even shows a little bit down here. See, there's 2 little gaps on either side, and then there's him, and then down here there's 2 little gaps. So it also helps you line it up really well. Look how see-through that is. Wow, that's going to be neat. All right, and then the 1 is the Enterprise. Kamapu Shotane. Actually, he says that with the Grissom, doesn't he, when they destroy the USS Grissom.
Kamapu Shotane. Stop. Kach. Hot the bach.
And then he blasters the poor Klingon. Not poor. They're not poor. They're not evil. They're just, at that point, very well, I mean, it just seems like all of the, and then this is 4, which is the 3-prongers, which is a single on here on the side. Each ship seems to be its own microcosm of things, you know? Okay, so there's all of those. All right. Oh. Now, let's put on the helmet. It comes off, so it doesn't. I kind of wish it was hinged, but it's not hinged. But that's okay. We've gone through quite a bit here, and now we're at the very end. That was it. Let's get ourselves situated here, at least for this presentation, huh? Oh my goodness, what a wonderful thing. Look at that. And then we've got our Klingons. Where are Dachtag, though? There you are. I didn't take the other ones out of the box, did I? Klingon. Not in the lava, though, right? Klingon. Let our people out of the box. This is mine, so I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to take these little tabs off. Here is the evil curd. See, he's already got his little gauntlets on. But look, he's got a little Klingon disruptor. And then look at his boots. He's got fun little things on his boots. Wow. And he's got his little glove parts on. I think I just said that. But look at that disruptor. So he goes here. Well, he will go there anyway, whether he does or not. Here's Maltz. Now, Maltz does not beam down. So, we'll put him up here. And then you've got Kirk, who for some reason also has a Klingon tricorder. That's weird, isn't it? Well, there's Kirk. And Kirk's on incline. Oh, I see. You can kind of put their feet here, and they stay put. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Whoop. Maltz does not stay put because he is Maltz. John Larroquette is a scamp. He's got a little hood. Isn't that funny? That's a funny thing. Nobody's really close together. Maybe he should be over here. Trying to figure out how this should be laid out. And then we'll do some close-ups. We'll get a close-up of the he's in bare feet too. We will get a close-up. Maltz. Choi Chu. So here it is, all finished. Look how cool. I haven't put the batteries in yet. I had some final thoughts before I did that. First and foremost, getting these wings on was an absolute crazy show. I'm hoping that they stay. I don't see any reason as to why they wouldn't, but it was a work in frustration, and it took me about a half hour to get figured out. And I had to go to someone's YouTube page in order to see not only to not use these yellow ones and use the green ones, but then rethink how to use the green ones and put them in the right way, or put them in a different way as opposed to right. Also, I'm wondering if I can use these yellow ones on the Enterprise. We'll have to see. We'll come back to that at some point. But here's everybody. Maltz up front there. There's Courage. Do a little look-see at him. Look how cool he looks. Doesn't he look wonderful? He's got it's even the right disruptor, the snub-nosed disruptor, which looks really cool. I love that. Put him back. See, they kind of notch between their feet there, so they stay in place. What a wonderful thing. And then again, here's Maltz and his tricorder. How fun. Absolutely fun. Then we've got Kirk over here. Whoop, sorry, Spock. Here's Kirk. For some reason, he's got a tricorder that's Klingon, but, guess they didn't have time to grab the right kind of tricorder from the Enterprise before they blew it up. Spoilers. And then here's Spock. Again, young Spock. Skinny Spock. Leonard Nimoy's always been super skinny. He's got a really fun hood. It's not really part of anything. It's kind of there, and it's only held on by his head. That's funny. He's got bare feet. He's got hobbit feet.
Bilbo Baggins.
And then the rest. Back there in the back, there's our two Klingons. One of them, obviously, Torg. Poor Torg. And then the ship itself. Okay, so here's our back end, and in order to get to that battery compartment, we slide this way, and it unlocks. And then we've got our batteries here, and then we take a screwdriver, and then we unscrew this. And there's also, as you can see there at the bottom, there's our USB-C port for power. For right now, we'll have the batteries. 3 AA's. I'm very excited to hear how this goes. Sorry about the shaking. I'm attached to the table, so it's just part of the magic, I guess. Put that back together, maybe. There we go. Need to be too tight. We'll be taking those out probably, because I'd really rather have it run off of USB. And we'll put that in here. I don't think there's anything special to do other than that. Oh. Ah. Okay. Not very loud. So here are our buttons. See, now, I always thought he said emergency power, kill the bastards. Maybe not. I may have to look at the closed captioning on that, but I could have sworn, I mean, I've watched it for decades. And I could have sworn he said kill the bastards.
Emergency power! Kill the bastards!
I have to see what these buttons do. Oh. That's going to warp. All right, and the buttons had, let's see, they had instructions. I'm looking at them right now. Propulsion sounds and effects. So that's all the rear area of the spaceship. The green button is a power on, which was this button, I think, right? Yes, so that was power. This is power on and off, which is a strange place for a power on and off button. Do you think? Like the second button in? You do kind of wish that was a little louder. And then the black button triggers the forward firing sequence. All right, so we're going to go to the forward here. I'm going to push that button. You can kind of see it's lit up right there. Isn't that fun? Well, let me turn it off real quick. Then we can kind of see the turning on sequence. You even get lights up here. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's from the... Yeah, we'll get to that here in a second. But this last one does a firing sequence. We're going to hit that. Okay, I like that. One more time. That's pretty cool. In the Diamond Select ships, the disruptors move. I do wish that was louder. It's very strange that it's so muffled and muted. And these need to bend a little bit in the other direction. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to put... I think we can... We're done with the GoPro, so I'm going to move the GoPro out of the road. You're going to see a wire again. But we're going to put Courage here. And then we're going to start doing these. So let's do the Enterprise first. Maybe I should put the gun down. Put the gun down. All right, the Enterprise first. So this slot's in here. And then as you can see, there's a little tab right there that hits that tab right there. Right? Okay, so let's pull this one out. Oh!
This is just the turn of luck I have been waiting for. Range
All right, so this is the O-berth. You can kind of see it there. Right? There it is. And then he obviously shoots him, but we don't talk about that. Here comes Kirk. It's kind of weird. I kind of pictured the view screen differently.
Admiral James T. Kirk on Federation Starship Enterprise. Violation of treaty between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. Your presence here is an act of war. Admiral Kirk, this is your opponent speaking. It is not I who will surrender, it is you.
That's about all he deserves, really. And then we've got the Genesis torpedo.
Genesis. I want it. Give me Genesis.
And then that's kind of it. Wild.
Genesis. I want it. Give me Genesis.
Weird, because they're on the planet when he says that, and they've kind of altered and taken out all of the noise for the planet. So I'm going to leave Grissom in here.
Report status. We are close. Enemy closing on impulse power range 5,000 units. It's just a turn of luck I have to wait. Grade 2,000 coming in. Stand by to transfer energy to weapons. At my command. Run my medical.
So the front torpedo tube does go off. And then como puso tene for the O-berth. I am amazed, impressed, and in love. This was an amazing thing to put together. It is so big. It is so chunky. It is so fun. And I am so, so happy to have it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think. Do you have one of these? Did you have as much of a problem as I did putting on those wings? You're not going to see half of the trouble I had because it was absolutely the worst. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. So before we go, I said goodbye, but psych. I forgot to mention, there are 2 more parts here. This goes up in here to cover up this hole when you're hanging it, and this one does the exact same thing to that hole. Also, something else. This is where you put your view screens when they're not in. So you've got 3 of them here, so there's 1 up here at all times. And this rock, conveniently, covers them up. How cool. They thought of everything except how to do the screw holes for the wings properly. But you know what? All in all, such a cool thing. Thanks for watching. Bye.